Are you looking for the best portable tire inflators? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best tire inflators on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Avid Power Cordless Pistol Grip. The pistol-style Avid Power Cordless stands out from the competition by stepping it up a notch without increasing the price much. It provides a secondary power option via your car's 12V outlet, plus the package includes 2 of each kind of valve adapter. In our test, the Avid Power was more than a full minute faster to both 30 psi and 45 psi than its main rival, the Astro AI pistol-style cordless, below. But instead of an extra battery, it comes with a supplemental 12V DC power cord. Note, we tested this unit using the battery. We also preferred the feel of the Avid's rubberized handle to the Astro AI's grip. It was slightly quieter too. If we were shopping for a portable tire inflator to keep in our car, we'd probably pick the Avid Power Cordless. It retails for just under $100, but almost always seems to be on sale. Further, we lose tiny parts all the time, so the inclusion of a backup of each type of inflation attachment is appreciated. The alternate on-the-go power option is a clear advantage to carrying a spare battery, let alone keeping the unit fully charged. Add in the faster inflation time, plus the battery's USB port, for charging phones and such, and our choice for best overall tire inflator turned out to be a pretty easy call. At number 2. Taroma's Handheld Corded. The Taroma's is similar in size, shape, and performance to the VacLife inflator we tested. Both are flat and easily stashable, both will get the job done, and both cost less than $50. However, we feel the Taroma's is more valuable to the typical driver thanks mainly to its inclusion of a 120-volt household outlet adapter, in addition to the 12V outlet plug. The flat, box-shaped unit is easy to use and inflated our Hyundai's test tire about 30 seconds faster to both 30 psi and 45 psi than the VacLife did. It's quieter, too. It weighs a bit more but its hose is longer, and it includes 2 tapered stems and a ball needle. In retrospect, after testing both the VacLife and the Taroma's, I wish I'd bought the Taroma's to keep in my personal car, see below. It's almost as cheap and just as portable as the VacLife I bought, but the optional power supply and the slightly longer hose put the nearly identical Taroma's a cut above its rival. At number 3. Black Plus Decker 20V Max Multipurpose Inflator. Because it offers a lot of options in both everyday applications and power, this Black Plus Decker model DINF 20C makes a fine inflator for almost anyone, but especially for users who already subscribe to B+D's popular 20V Max battery system. Not only does it run cordless via the Li-ion battery, it will also plug into your car's 12V outlet and includes a wall plug for domestic use. This means you don't have to worry about keeping its battery charged, or buying into yet another battery and charger system if you're not already using the 20V Max in your garage. Despite the garage familiar brand name, this Black Plus Decker is clearly more of a household inflator than an automotive one. While its inflation time to 30 psi was fairly impressive, it took more than 9 minutes to fill our test tire to 45 psi. It's got a high-flow hose and multiple attachments for various applications, and it's lighter and easier to carry around than most of the other console-type units we tested here. But when it comes time to fully inflate a typical SUV tire, it spits the renowned Black Plus Decker bit. Also, the necessary 20V Max battery and charger are not included. Already a user of the 20V Max battery system? This inflator might be ideal for use around your house. But for car tires? There are faster inflators out there, many of them smaller and lighter than this one. At number 4. VR88P Corded Portable. The neo-industrial design of this miniature workhorse is a delight to both hold and look at. Unfortunately, it's not quite as satisfying to work with. Let's be clear, the VR88P is incredibly fast at inflating tires. We were blown away, by the performance of this device. In fact, next to the monster from Milwaukee in our lead image above, no other compressor in our test came close to inflating our test tire as quickly as the VR. However, its sole power supply alligator clips that connect directly to the car battery and old-school dial gauge keep the VR88P from being the ideal car tire inflator for the everyday driver. For the time being, anyway. Viair built its trusted reputation on its high-quality industrial and commercial air compressors, and the 88P is, in form and function, a scaled-down version of one of those. But why the seemingly outmoded power hookup? Why the quaint but wonky analog gauge? We didn't want to fall the company we know and trust without hearing its side of the story, so we reached out. Dave Rittenhouse, Viair Corp's Vice President of Sales and Marketing, told us Viair's main concern is providing a quality product that works, and a direct line to the battery was the only way to achieve that with the 88P. This unit requires about 16 to 19 amps for its compressor motor to function effectively, he said. Unfortunately, the typical 12V accessory power port in any car tops out at around 15 amps. AC power runs a different type of compressor motor, and Li-ion batteries wouldn't provide the power required to drive this motor, Rittenhouse said. Basically, if it plugged into a 12V SIG-type power source, it would blow a car's fuse. Thus, the need to draw directly from the car battery. Dave assured us that options are in the works from Viair. But, for now, alligator clips it is. The integrated analog dial gauge on the Viair looks as quaint and cool as the rest of the unit, but it didn't get as satisfying a justification from a Viair rep as its choice of power supply did. It proved wildly inaccurate during testing, running about 10 psi higher than the actual tire pressure while the unit was powered on. When the needle hit 30 psi and we shut the compressor off, and the needle dropped to around 20 psi. We had to shut the motor off, check the dial, measure the psi with our handheld gauge, then top the pressure off. We did this several times all the way to 45 psi before we got an acceptable reading on our handheld pressure gauge. Basically, the analog dial gauge on the 88P is worthless, unless you know how high the dial gauge runs, and if you own an 88P, you'd probably figure that out pretty quickly. From where we're sitting, the 88P outperformed its competition by leaps and bounds, so we'd love to see Viair come up with a more user-friendly compromise between practicality and efficiency. An integrated work light would be appreciated too. In the meantime, if you're comfortable working with alligator clips to your battery and repeatedly double-checking your tire pressure, the Viair 88P is affordable, small enough to stash in the car, includes plenty of inflation accessories, and it's all wrapped up in a convenient carrying case, which is great, because this is an awful lot of hose and cord to wind up every time you use it. At number 5. Astro AI Pistol Grip. One of the top-selling tire inflators at Amazon, in our test this lightweight, portable compressor from Astro AI justified its popularity. It's small enough to stash in your daily driver in case of emergencies and strong enough to get you out of a jam. Powered by a fast-charging, about an hour, 20V 2.0 Li-ion battery, it also offers a power cord that plugs into either the wall or your car's cigarette lighter, with an adapter. The pistol-style Astro AI is simple to use, just set the desired psi, clamp on the connector, and pull the trigger. Its inflation times to 30 psi and 45 psi were faster than most of the other units in our test, handheld or console. It was also louder than most of the other units here. And it all comes in a carrying case that should fit in most cargo cubbies and perhaps even your spare tire well. The old adage says, you get what you pay for, and it's usually true. However, in our testing, the Astro AI cordless inflator busted that stereotype wide open by being efficient, portable, and versatile, all while being supremely affordable.